Another day, another keyboard. And today I have this RT68 rapid trigger keyboard from YUNZII. Let's open the box, let's check what's inside, and let's do a quick test. Okay, so what do we have? We have a 68% mechanical keyboard with arrow keys, but with a free space on the right side. Insert, page up, page down. On the left side we have some switch between kind of gaming, typing and custom mode. We will check this in the driver a little bit later. On the back side we have USB-C port, adjustable legs, and I assume this is a spot for 2.4 wireless dongle, but today I have a wired version of the keyboard. As a keycaps we have a standard double shot PBT keycaps, not a shine through. Under the keycaps we have Outemu mechanical magnetic switch with a central pole, central position of the magnet, so theoretically you can change to any other switches if you want. What is interesting, we have a switch pad underneath, so sound should be theoretically pretty nice. We have a south facing RGB, so you can use side printed legends, and you can have a additional set of keycaps. It's coming together with this keyboard, so you can add some color to this pretty one color keyboard. From the driver point of view, you can find the web address in the manual with a driver, right? So this is a web driver. Theoretically it's a web driver, but in reality you need to download some IoT stuff, which is just piece of software running on your PC, which is actually the same as downloading any other drivers. You can trust it, you can deny it, it's all up to you. But in general we can add this keyboard, jump to some other website, open this driver, and we have a standard layout of most of the drivers. So you can do FN settings, macro, light, share account. It's all one framework or one platform for all these drivers these days. What is interesting for us, this is stroke settings, which is actuation point and rapid trigger, right? And we can see this comfort, sensitive and game and customize profile. I saw it many times in all other drivers as well. So we can change actuation point from 0.1 to 3.7. We can have rapid trigger starting from 0.2 millimeters, and we have a dead zone settings. From pulling rate point of view, you can see right now on your screen that we have 1K pulling rate, right? Let me double check. Yeah, it's a 1K pulling rate. I don't know if I can switch it to 8K. I don't think we have 8K pulling rate within the keyboard. Okay, now let's do a quick game test. So we have comfort, sensitive and game profiles. So let's start from the comfortable profile, which is 2 millimeters of actuation point. Next one is sensitive, which is just a shorter press, 0.5 millimeters. Yeah, it's even better. And now it's game, which is rapid trigger on and actuation point 0.5 millimeters. And you can see that it's perfect pattern on the wall. I'm just literally staying on the same place and shooting in the same point. So game settings is really game settings. And if you can change them from this side on the left panel, it's pretty nice and really useful switch comparison to the switch of pulling rate, which is just useless by default. Okay guys, what I can say as a summary. So, I mean, it's 50-50. From one side, it's very simple mechanical gaming keyboard with Hall effect and magnetic switches with all needed functions all together, but with a given price, it's a little bit overpriced as for me. And you have pretty, I don't know, boring like face of the keyboard. Yes, you can quickly change this with this additional keycaps, right? So I don't know, it's really personal to you, but in general we have everything what we need. We have a pretty nice sound, we have arrow keys for some games if you need this, we have rapid trigger and actuation points. So if you're looking for the mechanical keyboard with all these functions and you don't have anything else near you on your market, definitely you can check this out.